Today I'm going to show you guys how to make two things, laddu and mixture. It's going to be a long laborious process and it's almost 5:30, and like everything else today we start by making ghee. So I started making ghee like 20 minutes ago. Like the invocation to the gods, you always start by making this gold, and also at the same time make the flour for the bundi. So 1 cup, and another cup. Two cups of water. And we're going to heat this guy up slowly. Flour, rice flour, a little bit of unsalted butter that I have separated out before making the ghee, some salt, that's what will be used to. Half cups of besan and half a cup of rice flour for this. Again, if you have flour which was made by drying everything in the sun and then you got it powdered nice from a mill, chances are your stuff is going to be really good. The ingredients makes a big difference. But this is not going to be bad, it's still going to be pretty good. Now a pinch, really a small pinch. This is it, because a little bit, and some of this butter. There we go. I'm going to put 1 cup of water first. Even this might be too much water, so I'm going to put 3/4 of the cup in there and start kneading it with my hands. 1, have it splattered all over you, and 2, the bundi is going to get a little too crispy. That's not what you want for the laddu bundi. You want to have that for the bundi that you put in the mixture, but when you're trying to make bundi for laddu, you want it soft and spongy so that it will absorb all the sugar syrup and become soggy. So you're going for a very porous bundi with lot of absorption capability, right? You see this? That's the consistency. Cashews that you need for the laddu fried and ready. So I'm going to put this on a low heat, and this is the final vessel in which we are going to actually make the laddu. So here I got this ghee which is now settled and clear. So I'm going to pour this much, like 2 cups of ghee. You can add stuff later if you need it. That should do it. Also recommended to put some raisins in there, which I usually don't because I don't like raisins that much. And put some elaichi in there, which we'll do in the form of the powder. cut the heat. You can see it's nice and brown. You can just go buy it. The answer is yes, you can. But once in a while I like to make my own mixture, because there are a few aunties who cook and supply the stuff here locally, and I usually tell them no sesame seeds, no peanuts, and they custom make it for me, including all the sweets like tattai, murukku, all that kind of stuff. But still, to be absolutely sure, every now and then I make this for myself. So low heat, I got the oil going. In the meantime, I'm going to check on this guy. Almost ready. You can see the consistency of this. It's almost the 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of water have come back down to 1 cup of water. So I'm going to take the cashews and the elachi, put it here, and I'm actually going to pour this. The heat is still on low heat. There. So I'm going to let the cashews sit in this sugar syrup for like a few seconds. Now I'm going to switch this stove off. So this is the base for us to make the laddu. You can see this. And I have got these 2 ladles. You get the same thing in a non-stick variety also, and that's actually good, because it doesn't get very hot, and you're not going to dip this in the oil anyway. So you're going to use these 2 to do this, or do this. Couple of other things we need to do for the mixture. We need to make kara bundi. So for that, I'm just going to eyeball this instead of using the cup. I'm using the same, almost 1.5 cups of besan, a little bit of rice flour, maybe 1/3 of a cup. But this time I'm adding different ingredients. So I'm adding some hing, perungayam. I'm going to add approximately half a spoon of salt, and I'm going to add some red chili powder, again half a spoon. If you're not sure, I recommend that you actually use a spoon. Now we are ready to mix this guy, but here the water is consistency is really needs to be good. Now we're going to make the same thing again to make little fried ribbons and spaghetti type stuff to add to the mixture. For that, the consistency is going to be thicker than the laddu consistency, but right now I'm making kara bundi, so